off, you guys were with Zodge, and you went to the Vantham Pier yacht in order to gather information. That was your goal. You just wanted to gather more information on the Vantham Pirs and kind of what they've been up to, and try to figure out why they are using their old estates and their properties to house and or create a lair for the Dead 3 cult. What ended up happening was a complete bloodbath and massacre in which you killed everyone on the boat. And so you find yourselves back on the Bifrost with Raz and Zodge, who seem to be not pleased with how things turned out. So what I would need each of you to do is please roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Out of curiosity, am I still in my girlish crappy getup?
Yes, you are still dressed like a woman. as is
I'm
Books.
still in my potato sack.
All right.
That does mean Ray's still in the tux, though. That's nice.
I don't think Ray's getting out of the tux. New look.
All right. So what do we have? We have
Oh gosh, and Ray are tux.
Ray has a 15.
Boom slang.
Oh gosh, has a 15. Chubbs has a 2. Boomslang has a 12. What did Books have?
Books go.
I got a 3.
3. Oh my god. What fate. And then Midge at a 9. Okay. All right. Okay, so
The 2 makes sense because Chubbs was pre-gaming this whole time.
okay. All right, so Zod just standing there and he's like, yo, what the hell happened back there, guys? Like, we're supposed to be gathering informations, and now all the Vanthampers, they're going to be, they're going to know that we're onto them. They're going to know something's up. So, I got to cover our tracks, Raz. I think you'd agree. This is for the best. And he kind of wiggles his fingers, and all of you are basically encircled in these magical red manacles and chains, and your hands are kind of stuck behind your backs, and you're essentially in kind of like a hog-tied position, being held by these magic manacles.
I naturally try to resist these in it.
Wait, real quick, dumb question.
Yep.
Zodge is with us with Raz on the donut?
On the Bifrost, yes.
How did he get there?
You were on his arm all beginning of the session. He's the dude with the red glasses.
Yeah, I know who he is. I didn't realize he could come to the Bifrost.
He came to the Bifrost to hire you to gather information. Anyway, you're all now in chains.
So can we talk? Are we like?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. I'm gonna try to lie to him and tell him that they figured us out and they were trying to kill us.
Okay, so go ahead and make a charisma check.
I'm also very furious that I'm manacled.
Okay, so he hears you and he goes, yeah, I know, I was there and I saw you. You was fighting with the green slug girl over a leg. I don't want to hear it. And he puts a chain right over your mouth.
I'm gonna make an aggression check to try to break the chains.
Okay, go ahead.
And
He rolled a 17 and got that? Oh man, this is bad.
We're in trouble.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you you're straining with all your might, and you can't seem to break them.
All right, I see Stone Man try to strain, and I want to outperform Stone Man, so I'm definitely trying to.
Yep, go for it.
Oh,
Oops. Those beers aren't helping.
You're roaring with all your might, Chubbs, but that's no use. Yep, go ahead, make a spirit check.
Also, I never told anybody what I learned at the bar. I haven't told anyone. So,
you're a strong and silent type. Not surprised.
Okay, so Ray, you know that these are definitely a magical nature, and is very sinister magic.
Mm.
And he's like, look,
lick it.
he's like, look, guys, this is it. This is all. Look, I gotta. This is what I gotta do. I mean, the Vanthampers, they're gonna be out for blood, and they ain't gonna be mine. So this is where we're going. And so he summons 3 boxes. Chung, chung, chung. And Ray and oh gosh, you get sucked into one. Chubbs and Books, you get sucked into another. And Boomslang and Smidge, you get sucked into the third. The lids close, and everything goes dark. And so the next thing you know, these boxes dump open, and each of the pairs of you find yourselves in a cell next to each other. And above you, you can hear the roar of a crowd.
I'll see him.
And we're still shackled.
You are still shackled.
I would like to lick my shackle.
Sure. Go ahead and
All
do
right.
that.
I'm gonna lick it. What happens?
Would you even roll for that?
What happened? Nothing. It's there's substance, but there's no taste. It's go ahead.
Squirrel. Yes, tastes like squirrel. Magic chain. Good. Tarry taste. Yeah. Nothing taste.
All the better. All the better.
Can I try and have Doug pop out and pick my lock?
Yeah, you can do that.
What am I rolling here?
So roll a intellect check, please.
Nope.
Okay. So Doug pops out and he looks at it and he just kind of, he gives you this look like, dude, these are magic. Like, I'm a tinkerer. Like, what do you expect me to do with these? And he just kind of goes back into your hand.
Doug, it's not the time for sarcasm.
So each of you is in a separate cell. So there's 2 of you to a cell. So Ray, you are in a cell with Ogosh right now. So go ahead and make an intellect check. Okay, so you notice that across from you is another cell that contains 2 individuals. One of which is a giant kind of stone-looking dude. He's maybe like 8.5 feet tall. And next to him is this tiny little purple creature.
I'd also like to look around my cell with Boomslang and see what there is to see in the cell and the surroundings.
Sure. Go ahead and make an intellect check. Ray, what is the link for this thing? Yes, that's who they are. Oh, you got it.
No.
Hello, I'm Cog. To your stream thing. Yeah.
All right, Chubbs is very excited that I hear the cheering of the crowd. I try to take off my manacles again and look.
All right, so Chubbs, go ahead. You can roll improved. Since you are so very excited.
Is that an aggression check? I guess we'll just add 2 to each of these. Oh,
Yes, aggression.
shouldn't pregame so hard.
Oh my god.
Or I like a challenge and I'll just fight with my hand
Yeah.
shackled.
So at this point, the stone guy, he kind of like looks up and he notices you guys and he goes, "Oh, hey there, guys."
This is not the voice I was expecting.
Oh, what? You know my name, mate? That's crazy. I totally didn't expect that. So this is my friend. You probably know his name too, so I'm not going to tell you. You probably already know where you are too, so just not going to say anything at all. Yeah, I'll just wave. Hi.
Do I hear any of this over here?
Oh yeah, yeah, you hear it.
Oh, great! I'm gonna kind of yell down toward him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So I'll trade. What do you got?
Ooh. Question though, what do you have? Trade only go both ways.
Well, I have this manifest. I tried to start a revolution, but no one showed up, and nobody signed it. So just a blank piece of paper, really. There's also a ghost in the cell down there. You could have that because you know I don't like ghosts.
Just have or trade?
Yeah, sure. I'll trade you the ghost.
All right. What can I trade this guy? Ooh. How about vomit-soaked handkerchief? Yes. Vomit from great nobleman, great warrior. Gives very good boosts when in fights.
Oh, that's all right. No vomit for me, please. Thank you though.
Oh.
Sure. So go ahead and make an attack. Yes.
Whoa.
So you do you chung, your crescents come out and you slice straight through Ogosh's bonds. Oh no, well yours as well. Like inactivating your crescents, your bonds are broken. And so you hear Korg say like, oh what, they got a feisty one. This I wouldn't do that if I were you, mate. Well, I mean,
I don't react.
where are you gonna go? We're all kind of stuck here waiting. We're just gonna fight. I mean, you just look around. Oh, it's just me, Korg, and my friend here, and then you guys, and you know, the big guys fighting upstairs. But that's it.
Like,
Oh, you don't.
I would like to go inspect the ghost just to see what value the ghost is. So that way I know what value I'm trying to trade this guy. I would assume a haunted ghost is probably not of significant value, but
Sure. So go ahead and make an intellect check.
Okay.
And so while you do that, this big hulking dude kind of like comes down, and he's just ripping the doors, ripping them open. Oh my god, you rolled a 1. So so Sean, you're convinced that there is 100% a ghost nearby, and that it is 100% the most valuable thing you have ever heard of in your entire life.
okay.
But you're not sure where it is or how to get it.
Okay.
And meanwhile, the doors are getting ripped open. You next, come. And so, yeah, sure, go ahead. How do you feel about hiding in my hole?
I kind of just like shrug.
Don't feel good about hiding in his hole?
Yeah, it can't be worse than this place. Well, no, I'm getting in.
Yep. Yes. You can take it back off. The aperture size? What does that mean? Yes. So you're not putting him in the ceiling?
But you opened the hole, right? I understand you did open it, right? So it was closed. Can't you reclose it, thus concealing?
Yeah, you could pull it back down off the ceiling, but you couldn't like leave a pinhole if that's what you're trying to figure out. So that it could breathe. Yeah, no.
But what's it like when it's closed? Because I mean, you're not
it's
carrying
closed,
around a disc.
It's just a room with no doors or windows. So
I understand that, but I mean, he put me in. He was carrying it with him. It's not like there's a big disc. Doesn't it fold up or something?
No, it does, but your
Right.
air supply would be limited and you would die.
Okay.
That's what he was worried about.
I just have to hold my breath for that time. Well, I mean, I'm in the hole. I'm kind of at your will. I'm at your mercy.
Okay, so Ogosh is in your hole. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I understood that correctly. Okay. All right, so the dude he rips the 3 doors open. He's like, "Let's go," you know, and he's just kind of dragging the 6 of you. He notices that you guys aren't in chains, or you, Ray, aren't in chains, right? And he's like, "Where friend? Where's Stone friend?" And so he looks over at Korg and oh no, not me, mate. He's in his hole.
No.
What hole? Right there. That guy. Yeah. He put his friend right up his hole. Just check his hole, mate. And so he's looking. So he looks down at you, Ray. Looks like, go ahead and make a charisma check.
No.
Oh, he's checking the hole.
Oh.
Bend over.
Jeez. This dream's about to get really X-rated.
No, he wants to check your hole. All right.
So I still believe the ghost is 100% real.
Hold on. I can't roll. Can someone roll a d20
Yeah,
for me,
Discord's
please?
being slow and wonky.
Got it.
All right. So Ray, he's very rough with you, and you take that damage.
Oh.
Is this mental or physical?
No, he's manhandling you. I know, but you're not using them in this case. This guy is very, very, very over leveled for you. So I'm trying to save you from doing something dumb. He's like, you know, nothing hidden, no stone man. You other stone man, you come now, come. Poof. And he just rips the door off of Korg's cage, and so Korg's like, oh, all right, man, I'm coming, I'm coming. I got nothing's in my hole, and so he kind of ushers Korg and Ray, you and the rest of you. He's dragging you by your manacles towards the door. So Sean, go ahead. I know you're trying to do something.
So I still believe this ghost is 100% real, and so I'm gonna not go down without a fight. I really want to go, and so I'm gonna squirm. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to try to stay in this room to get the ghost and make this trade happen.
Okay, so make an aggression check, please.
I don't think I have much in action. Check my sets here. Yeah, kind of that's missing. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a valiant effort. He drags you kicking and screaming and crying all the way down the hallway. And so you guys are going upstairs, and the crowd it's getting louder and louder and louder. And then you come up into this giant coliseum with gray sand floors, and he throws all of you into the ring. Half of you land on one side, half of you land on the other. And then this image appears. The image of Zaj. This giant holographic-ish, magical, whirligig looking dude, right? And he says, patrons, you are here for the main event. And everyone's like, wah, wah, going crazy.
Yeah, I'm going crazy.
And he says, tonight, friends will fight friends. Much blood will be spread amongst the sand. Everyone's going nuts, right? Tonight, they will fight, and this thing rises out of the center of the Colosseum, this little cage. And inside of the cage is Fluff and Galgor, and they're unconscious. And it's up at the top, and he says, "They will fight, or their friends will die." The place is
Anyways.
just going absolutely insane. And so, what I need you guys to do now is roll initiative one more time. Yes. He is still in your hole. Your cosmic hole, not your. No. It is with you. You'll be happy that that's true. Trust me. Okay, so who's first?
I put the order in chat.
Oh, you did. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom slang's up.
Boomslang,
19.
Ray, Books, Chubbs, Midge. Oh, good.
Books
So-
and Chubbs tied,
Oh, gosh.
and I tied with Ogosh.
Anyway,
So-
okay.
Blood boys.
So Boomslang, Ray, and Books, you guys are on the left side of the Coliseum. Chubbs, Midge, and Korg are on the right side of the Coliseum. And so Zod yells, "Fight!" And so Korg looks at you, Chubbs, and goes, "Hey, man, I hope you're good, because I'm pretty good." And he just starts boom, 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 running towards Ray and Book and Boomslang.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see because it's pretty bright in this Coliseum coming out from the dungeon.
Is it bright?
Well, I want to do a perception check
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
about the Coliseum. Oh God. Well, I go chasing after him. I said, "Well, you know what? This looks like a good fight." I start chasing him.
All right. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh no, I'm just trying to chase after him. 'cause there's
All
gonna be
right,
a
so
good fight to
Chubbs
be
and
had.
Korg are charging. Let's see. Wait a minute. And Smidge. Okay, so Chubbs. Sorry, let me just write this down. Smidge, Korg. Then we got Boom, Books, Ray, and then Pocket. Oh gosh, like a Pokemon or a Temtem. Okay. So Chubbs and Korg are barreling towards the three of you.
Can I take a quick look around just to see if there's any like structures or anything in this arena, or is it just straight flat? sand?
Yeah, go ahead. Make an intelligence check.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Come on.
So, yeah, you're just Books. You're distracted by the fact that this is legitimately a coliseum, and your blood brother is legitimately running at you with an axe. Like this is happening, you know. So anyway, so now what I need you guys to do is roll initiative as teams. So now that you know who's on your team,
In the Coliseum, right? Not in the cell.
Yeah, in the Coliseum. You know
Okay.
who's on your team, so each of you roll initiative and then add your numbers together. And we'll basically just see which team is going to go first and then which team is going to go second.
Do we need to do a roll for Korg?
Yeah, if you could roll for Korg for me, please, that would be great, because I cannot roll.
I'm just going to do 2d20 for me then.
Excellent. All right, so 15.
So 31 for
Okay. And then what about the other
31
guy?
total. The other guys are
30.
30.
30.
No.
Okay. All right. So Chubbs, Korg, and Smidge, you guys are going to get the first action. What do each of you want to do? Korg is just going to haul off and try to punch Books, who's too busy looking at the crowd. So, Books, what's your AC?
Let me take a look. 14.
Okay. So, if someone could roll 1d20 plus 2, please, for me. Okay, so Korg runs up and he goes, "Hey, man," and he just kind of like swings right over your head, you know, and he's like, "Nothing personal, just we're fighting," and he kind of like shrugs and smiles at you. Maybe like 2 minutes. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. So Smidge, what would you like to do? So
I would like to look around the arena and see what's going on.
okay, this is Books. This is Ray. Okay, so go ahead and make a intellect check, please. So you notice that the whole arena is filled with like screaming fans, like just they're drunk and belligerent and just like out for blood, like they're just so excited, that there's another big fight happening. And a lot of them have they're all holding banners, and you can't quite make it out, but there's some kind of red symbol on like a lot of their banners, like all throughout the stadium.
I would like to take a few drinks and show off to the crowd.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. Make a charisma check after drinking. Okay. So tell me, how would you like to show off?
So I'm going to
Describe-
point around the arena and flex my sweet muscles and pump the crowd up with a little raise the roof action.
Nice. So everyone's like, yeah, look at the little one. Yeah. He will bleed little droplets for the name of Quoro blood. Yeah. And they're just really excited about the fact that you're going to bleed in this fight, and that your blood is going to be small but still bloody.
So we're in Chubbs' heaven. This is what we
Chubbs,
are.
what are you doing?
So I actually realized there is no Stone Man for me to fight because I've been traveling with this crew for long enough to realize he's probably the only person that I would bother with, and Books is a blood brother. And I saw that my only challenge might be Korg, and he just swung at my brother. So with a nice little eyebrow raise, and I go to swing because he's gonna be a good challenge to fight. So I start swinging at Korg.
You're going after Korg?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack. Okay, so you run up, Chubbs, and you hit your axe, and it just kind of like ricochets off his like rock high. And he turns around and he goes, "Hey man, no, we're teammates. Like, you're supposed to attack the green ones, and that funny dude who has the other dude in his hole."
Oh, we're color coded? Oh well. I start swinging again back at him. 'cause it seems like
All right,
he's
so
gonna
go ahead, make another attack.
I think Books is the green one.
Oh god.
All right, so again, it just
Freaking
kind of
too
glances
hard.
off of his thigh, and he's like, "No, man, come here!" And he tries to grab you. So go ahead and make an aggression check, please. And if someone could roll 1d20 plus 6 for me.
Go to that roll.
Ooh.
Okay. So Korg reaches down, Chubbs, and he tries to grab you, almost like he's gonna kind of like push you in the right direction, but you shrug it off, and he's like, man, come on, we're on a team. We're supposed to, get the other guys. You can't die. It's just for fun.
So I'm thoroughly confused, and now I'm looking to everyone to fight, and then I pass.
All right, Books, you're up. Or Books, Boomslang, Ray, the three of you are up, so you can each tell me, what you're doing.
Did I hear that guy clearly say that we can't die? Like, Books, did
Make
you hear him?
a intellect check. Yes, you did, Books. Ray, make an intellect check. You did as well. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make another intellect check. Okay, so as you're scanning the crowd, you notice two things that really jump out at you. One, you notice that on all of the banners, there's the symbol of Koro. So there's this upside down red hand. A lot of people have it on their shirts. They have red handprints on their faces. They have giant foam red hands that they're wearing. They're just basically Koro fans, right? The other thing that you notice is that at each corner of the arena are empty vials. And these empty vials have notches on them. They kind of look like, if I were to use a fourth wall breaking term, they kind of look like the cylinders in chemistry class, that you use to like measure liquids. So they look like that. And there's one on either side of the stadium. Both of them are currently empty. But the way that the torchlight is kind of directed their way, they seem pretty important. Okay. So yeah, you kind of disseminate that knowledge amongst
You needed a perception check for that?
Books and Boomslang. Oh gosh, has no idea what the hell's happening. He is floating in a cosmic
Well, I can't
hole
wait
right
for him
now.
to come out of that hole.
Well, so I think at this point you've made two different rolls, so I would say that your turn is over. But you can definitely look for that on your next go around. Boomslang, what are you doing?
So I kind of heard exactly what Ray has said. I am still extremely distraught at the loss of this trade. In order to satiate my anger, I'm going to try to strike out at the crowd and behead some of the crowd.
Okay,
Um,
so go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah, I'm going to use my sickle and chain to kind of get that range I need from it.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm double checking what I've got here. If there's anything. Aggression, I assume?
Okay, so you swing your chain out and you connect with like some fan like in the front of the stage, right? You slice right across their chest. Blood mist just kind of like flies up in the air. And everyone just
Oh yeah.
they just go crazy, and even the fan is like, yeah, like he's like super happy that he's bleeding. But nobody really seems to be like super worried about it.
Okay. I guess that was my first action. The second action, I guess, is Am I able to just like jump up there and start rampaging?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try. So make an aggression check for the jump.
Okay.
Okay. So you do try, but the walls are very high, and so you're not even close to being able to make it up high enough with a jump to reach the crowd.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep.
To give you just perspective, like you have 30 feet of chain on the end of your sickle, and you were at max range. You could just hit like someone in the front row.
Okay. Real side note, it says I have 50 feet of chain on
Or 50,
my.
even better. So that gives you an idea of like how far away you are. Right.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to still, because I don't realize what's going on, I'm just very, very upset.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to kind of pout over in the corner as I'm trying to get up there. And just my little legs are jumping and then dropping and jumping and dropping. And I'm, let me at him. No one takes away my aid at all.
Okay. Love it. Okay, Books, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run over to the closest jar, and then I'm just gonna cut my arm, and then like point my dagger up at the crowd and be like, "Yeah!"
Okay. So which so you're gonna run to your own? So you would be closer to the jar on your side of the Coliseum. You want to go to that one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you do that. You run back over. You don't have to make a check to see whether or not you hit yourself with your own weapon. So just go ahead and roll for damage.
Of course.
4. Okay. All right. So you deal 4 damage to yourself. The blood's flowing. It's dripping into the sands, and the sand just like it immediately sucks it up, and the cylinder fills up a little bit with some blood, and the crowd, Koro, Koro.
Oh. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so Korg is up. So Korg is going to run over to Ray, and he's going to make an attack. So someone can roll 1d20 plus 2 for me, please. And then Ray, just tell me if this hits, because I forget what your AC is. Okay. So he swings right over your head. He's like, "Come on, man. See, we got to bleed. Why are you dodging?" So Smidge, you're up.
Wait, if this man's made of stone, how is he gonna help us at all if we try to make him bleed?
he's not. He's totally.
God damn it! All right,
That's what's so funny about it.
we just gotta attack each other.
I'd like to keep looking at the crowd and yell out to them that we have a chosen of Koro fighting for them today, and his blood axe needs to be joined by the blood of the fans.
Okay, make a charisma check, please. Okay, so you yell that out to the fans, and they're like, "Koro, Koro, Koro, Koro." And do you indicate Chubbs in any way? Do you like point to
Yes.
him, or-
Yes,
Okay.
and I point to his banner.
Should also be obvious.
Bro, Koro. Oh, you point out his banner? Yeah, so they see it, and they're like, "The chosen, the son, the one of blood." And they're all just like cutting themselves, and there's just spray going everywhere. And like, it is just like mayhem. Like, people are losing their minds. They've been out here for a really long time. They've been in the sun. They've been drinking. They've been bleeding. They've been watching blood sport. You don't even know how long, but they are just out of control, like losing. They're possessed, and they are so excited by the fact that Chubbs is there, and Chubbs has a banner of Koro because they're all waving their banners of Koro, their foam fingers of Koro, like they're just losing their minds right now. It is a fever pitch. So Chubbs, for the rest of this, you can roll with improve for a chance to hit.
Okay. So through this blood frenzy that starts to engulf this entire coliseum, Chubbs starts to lose it, as well as appreciate and worship Koro by making the nearest thing bleed, which I believe is Ray.
The nearest thing to you would be boom slang.
Boom sling. All right. So I go charging over the boom sling because I am in a red, misty, rageful eye Koro little delight here.
Okay. So boom slang, can you just tell them what your AC is? And Chubbs, go ahead and make your attack.
It's improved. Right.
12 AC.
12. Okay. So Chubbs, make your attack, and you are improved. Yeah. So
You're one of those
It's off
land.
his shell. Ding ding.
yeah. So you just glance right off the skull. So boom slang, somebody just attacked your skull. But so Chubbs, you can do one other thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's improved. So I'm infuriated and also blood enraged that my attacks fail, and I'm a champion of Koro, and I am in a Koro's worshipping arena. So I attack with more vigor again against this.
Okay. So go ahead, roll improved. Okay, so this time you do hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
All right, as one or what? Like, how's it?
What's that?
So I hit him with both, right?
Um,
Both attacks or just one?
no, just the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically what that coupling lets you do is it lets you wield two-handers without having to constantly switch between them. Like, rather than put one on your back and pull out the other one, you can just flip your weapon around.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Sean, you take 15 damage.
Okay.
And how much blood is that?
That's a lot. That's 15 blood.
Blood
That's
is-
all.
That equates to 15 bloods. If one were to be counting the bloods. So Chubbs, you slice boom slang pretty deep. Blood spray goes everywhere. And you see the little cylinder that had already filled up a tiny bit from when Books cut himself. It fills up even more significantly after having cut boom slang.
We have Koro.
Let's see who's up now. Okay, so Boomslang, Ray, and Books. So you guys are up next. So who wants to go first?
I guess I'll
I guess. Yeah, go for it.
You're...
I was only gonna go if someone else wasn't.
So, since I know that it's not actually going to kill him, I'm going to get real pumped to go over and make Chubbs bleed, and I'm just going to run over and take a big slice with my pirate sword.
Okay. So go ahead and make that attack. Chubbs, what is your AC?
14.
What is it?
14. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So that hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, let me check on that quick. No.
Damn.
The
All right, so
tickle.
you run over to Chubbs. You slice right across his one of his open arms. Whoosh, some blood squirts out, and the little cylinder on the opposite end of the stadium, boop 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 boop, fills up a little bit, and the crowd, and the magical like hologram of Zod just like. He's like, we have a fight now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let the blood flow. And everyone's like, yeah. What? Cool.
We lose.
Right.
You're
So, yeah. So what do we got here? We have a Books that's hurt. A Chums is hurt by how much? Was that 2? 4?
Chubbs is hit for 3. You were hit for 15.
Okay. You're at 4. You lost 4.
He's at 4 because he got his hole inspected.
Oh, okay. How much is that down? Do we know? Because that's all I really keep track of. 20. Okay. All right. So I think it would be a great. I'm still really angry at the crowd.
20. No, Ray. You only took 14. No, I rolled. He rolled a d20. You took 14. You're at 10. All right. Anyway, so go ahead.
How packed up is this crowd? Like, are we talking wall to wall here? Are we talking like if they start moving, they're going to kind of crush each other? Like, what is this?
No, this stadium is like shoulder to shoulder. It's packed way beyond capacity.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I would like to I felt what Ogrosh or not Ogrosh, what Chubbs did, right? I think though I'm still more angry at the loss of the trade, and Chubbs did not cause the loss of the trade. So I am going to go and still try to go and kill this crowd. I would like to though flip a coin to see if they live or die, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah. And then how many people would you say are within a 10-foot radius in the groupings?
Of allies?
Of the thing of all the spectators that are up there in a
Right.
10-foot radius,
Right.
shoulder to shoulder. How many people are we talking?
Okay, so I would say that there are 10 people because they're that packed. There's about a head a foot. So in your 10-foot cone, you could probably get 10 spectators. And then pointed behind you in that same amount of space would be Ray and Korg.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I am happy with those odds. Is not what's his face? Is not Chubmaster behind me as well?
No, he is to your immediate left. So if you're facing the crowd, he's to your left.
Okay.
I'm keeping track. I'm like drawing it as you guys move around.
Yeah. And you're saying 10 people, but that's yes, you're saying 1 foot or one person per foot in a radius though. Would I do the whole pi r square thing or no?
No, just 10 people. We don't have to get
All right.
we don't have to get that accurate.
I'm just trying to get the most out of this, man.
I know what you're trying to do. That's why I gave you 10.
All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna flip the coin and I'm gonna see if they live or die.
Okay.
I'm targeting the crowd up there
Yes,
somewhere.
Yep, go ahead. So read out what you're doing.
So I'm going to sprout spectral dragon wings, and then I'm going to fly up into the air, and I'm going to proclaim a few things. I'll voice them in a second, and then I'm going to throw a rapier at the crowd. It'll land wherever the DM decides, within the crowd. Anyone within a 10-foot radius of the of the rapier will take 2d6 necrotic damage, and the life force will be funneled into me, and then it'll be shot back out my butt, and it'll go to whoever's directly behind me as well. We'll heal for that amount of damage I deal.
Yes.
That's our
Okay.
healer.
So go ahead, Sean. Do me a favor and just roll.
D6 times 10.
Well, just roll a d10, so I can figure out about where you throw this thing.
It has a 30-foot range. Does that matter?
Yeah. No, okay, so dead nut center. Okay, all right. So go ahead and act it out. So basically, Sean, what you're doing is you're aiming perfectly. You're going to get all 10 people. You're going to deal 2d6 to each of them, and then you're going to transfer that as health to Korg and Ray.
Do I get any of it because it comes up through me? No.
No, you're just the funnel. Yeah, you actually don't get healed by this. This is like an altruistic thing for you.
All right, so then I'm going to act it out now.
Yep.
Boom slang fairy. Only kill one. Need trade. Big thing. Angry herb. And I'm gonna kill him. Flip.
And as soon as I flip it, I start rising up.
Murder them. Astral drain.
And I'm gonna all you hear for like a good 5 to 10 seconds is like a really constipated lizard.
Sounds like he took 15.
Extremely constipated. And then I'm gonna toss the rapier and hit.
All right. So you throw the rapier, and it just skewers a fan like right through the chest. Right, blood squirts everywhere. Everyone's cheering, yeah. And you're kind of hovering there, and you suck all of the blood out of the 10 people in the front row. The crowd's going absolutely nuts. They love it, right? It funnels through you, and then out from behind you is this kind of like healing wave. So Sean, go ahead and roll 2d6, or actually no, 20d6 it would be, right? Yeah. So Ray, you are healed for 59, so obviously you just go back up to max health. And Korg, who hadn't taken any damage yet, just kind of like watches this whole thing happen, and he's like kind of looking at himself, and he's like, "Oh, well, thanks, I guess." And Korg kind of looks at you, Ray, and he's like, "Do I smell like farts? Do I smell like farts now? What was it? Is it poop? Is it magical poop? I don't really know." But Ray, you're totally healed, and then Boomslang, you kind of like fall to the ground, exhausted.
Gotcha.
Ray, what would you like to do? You are no longer bleeding. You do have blood on you, but you're no longer bleeding. You're fully healed.
More than so.
Okay. Okay. And where are you throwing it? Okay. All right, so you go ahead and you do that, and then And then, oh gosh, so he doesn't necessarily fall out, right? You've just created like a tunnel in the wall, kind of. So he's just up there in the wall. Okay. But he's able to breathe. Okay. 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 So just make a just roll a d20 just to see like how accurate you are with it. Okay. So you stick it to the wall. It's not as high up as you would have hoped, but it's it's there. It's on the wall. Cool. All right, so then Core kind of looks at you and he's like, "Hey man, cool hole. Your friend, he's in there still, right? I'm gonna go check it out." And he just kind of like runs over, and he's just kind of peeking inside, and he's like, "Oh yeah, hey, green one, your friend, he's still in this hole. Hi." And he just kind of like waves in, and he's like looking at Ogosh. Smidge, what do you want to do?
I am gonna beat my chest and start chanting Koro.
Okay, so go ahead and make a charisma check. Okay, so you're doing like Koro, and like the crowd kind of starts getting into it too. Koro, and now like 100,000 people. Koro, and it's just like this is like reverberating through the stadium.
Nice.
And so at this point, all of you are kind of like really starting to feel like you just want to cause some bloodshed. So if each of you could roll an aggression check to see if you kind of like succumb to the bloodlust. Okay, so Ray, you maintain your composure. Midge, you do as well.
Oh, excellent.
Chubbs, you're already. You didn't even have to roll. You've already given. You've like willingly given yourself away to. Wow, you guys all suck. But when you
Or
need
they're called
to.
by Koro.
But when you need to, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, none of you lose yourself to this call.
Oh, I see the other way around.
Does Ogosh have to roll?
Yeah, go ahead, roll for him. Roll a d20. That's actually a good point because I can kind of drive him.
Snap.
Okay,
Oh my god.
so sure. Well, so he
Nah.
just completely failed this check. The interesting thing is for this check, you wanted to get as low as possible. So this is the equivalent of crit failing, rolling a 20. So I'm going to just role play him for a second here. So this whole stadium is kind of losing their minds. Koro, chanting together. You guys all resist the spell, so to speak. But Chubbs, what you see is Stone Man flies out of the hole and he puts his arms up. Koro! And he's holding his gun axe and he aims it down at you, Chubbs. And a reticule appears over your head. And there's one over his face. And he shoots at you. So, Smidge, can you roll for me, please? I still can't roll. So it would be 1d20 plus, I believe it's 4. So
That'd be an 18 total.
Okay.
If it's plus 4.
So then his damage.
over his
I'm
AC.
going to pull up his sheet because I have his sheet. I have all your sheets. But
I think he's a 10 or a 12?
Yeah, I think he is. I'll pull it up. I got it right here. Oh gosh. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so it's 1d10 plus. I gotta just check real quick. I share Zane.
Roll was a 5. So that's 5.
Okay, so Chubbs, you take 5 damage, and the little cylinder boop, 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 fills up with blood.
Is it my turn now?
Chubbs, you're up.
Nice. So not only did I get blasted, so a little hot fuzz hits me, but the sounds emanate Koro, 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 echo within my heart, my mind, and my soul. Blood from Books, this little dinky dagger, the little drip that he had caused. I exclaim, Stone Man, in excitement and exclamation. It is time for us to worship Koro in this temple. We will make many fall today. Even if we die, our blood will be in worship. What is in life is also death, and our death is through blood, and we shall be exalted in this bloodletting for Koro. And I charge at him. And isn't improved.
I've so
super stoked.
So 1 second. Midge, can you post in chat the GIF of when Thor sees Hulk, and he goes, "Yeah, it's my friend from work." Because that's basically like Chubbs is just like so excited that he's finally able to fight Stone Man, and it's like appropriate.
Wait, is Ogash flying right now? Is he hovering?
Yeah, he's like hovering over the crowd.
Well, that's not gonna work for me.
So, but yeah, Chubbs, you can.
Do?
So
I
Chubbs,
am.
I'm assuming you're jumping, right? Like trying to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump like a.
Okay.
Jump back.
All right. So go ahead and make an aggression check just to see if you jump high enough. Okay, you do. So you'll be able to, but you'll only be able to get 1 attack in as opposed to your normal 2. So go ahead and make an attack roll. Oh god, you crit. Beautiful.
Oh my
All right,
god.
so you definitely hit him.
Hold on. Writing right now.
So go ahead and roll for damage. $16. And then, did I list what your crit modifier is in your sheet?
I just gained health back, so I
But-
lost 7. And yeah, I'll go right now to it.
Okay, so you jump up.
I heal for half the damage dealt.
Right. So you jump through the air, excited, axe in hand, and you get a massive blow right into Ogash's chest. And you kind of like ride him to the ground. Off. You guys both kind of hit the sand. You know, and Ogash takes 16 damage. So I will track that.
I heal back all my life.
And
I
you
took
heal back
8 at
all of
this
yours.
point. Yeah, I took 8 from the stab of the arm, and then last. Now I heal 8, which is half of 16.
Okay.
So I'm at 27. Back to
19. Okay, and so then the little cylinder on the ray side of the Colosseum, boop, 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 fills up. Let's see. Okay. Books, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run over to Smidge. And I'm going to take a big ol' swipe with my Koro hand and then also have Doug pop out for some extra little sneaky stabs.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack roll. And Smidge, let us know what your AC is.
He misses.
Okay. So yeah, Books, you run up and you swipe your Koro hand right over Smidge's little head. And Doug is like
Nice,
kind of
dude.
popped out. He was like ready to go. But he's like, "Come on, man!"
All right, I'm just gonna go one more. I'm gonna go another pass.
All right. So go ahead, make another attack.
Oh, come on.
Also misses. In case you couldn't.
So Smidge just casually sidesteps both of these.
What a turn.
Ray, what are you doing? Where is everyone in relation to you? Is that what you said? Gotcha. Okay, so directly in front of you is Boomslang. To the left of Boomslang is Chubbs and Ogosh. And then behind you is the hole that you put on the wall, and standing in front of that hole is Korg. To the far left, on the other side of the stadium, is Smidge and Books. Okay, so go ahead and make a charisma check. Okay, so you absolutely succeed. So go ahead and role play how you would want to hype up the crowd, how Ray would do it. Okay. What do you mean, audience members? Oh, the stands are packed. They're packed with people. I'm not in the pit with you, no. Okay, so then the crowd is just going insane. They're, yes, Koro, yes, entertainment, yeah, blood. And like some of them start kind of like cutting each other, like little slits here and there. Blood's going everywhere. Drinks are getting spilled, and it's starting to turn into like a mosh pit. Like it's just getting ridiculous. The skies above, the clouds kind of start forming over the stadium. These dark red kind of clouds are kind of showing up.
My God, is Koro gonna come down?
A divine.
Boomslang, you're up.
Have I recovered, or am I just kind of just sitting there right now?
No, it's your turn. So for that whole kind of length of time, you were slumped on the ground, kind of recovering. But
okay. Then at this point, I am probably stated. I've killed 11 people, I think, at this point, or harmed them or maimed them, and I think that I'm just going to go back to being normal and kind of look around and try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, so go ahead and make an intellect check. Yeah, so sorry, 1 second, Boomslang. So to catch you up, oh gosh, you just took a hit from Chubbs. The crowd has gotten
Yeah.
you.
Why?
crowd
Why
is-
am I doing? I thought we were
I'm
on
gonna
the
ex-
same team.
I'm explaining it.
We're
to
all
you.
team.
So the crowd has gotten into a blood frenzy. You're in the Coliseum. You failed your check to resist the call to attack. And so you kind of flew out of Ray's hole, and you activated your Eye of Sherazane, and you shot Chubbs.
Well, what I was hoping to do is sign autographs.
You are not doing that because you have
With your
totally
blood, you
given
might be.
yourself to the bloodlust.
Oh no! I
So
didn't
you-
know that was part of my character. To have
You-
this bloodlust.
You don't. It's a magic of the Coliseum that is
Oh,
affecting.
okay.
Yeah. So the roar of the crowd has kind of taken over your will to not fight.
Got
And
it.
so you shot Chubbs. Chubbs is like super excited about the fact that he finally gets to fight you. So he jumped up as you were kind of flying around the stadium, and he landed a critical strike on your chest. And so he dealt 15 damage to you. And you guys are now kind of like in a heap on the ground in the middle of the stadium. Boomslang, you kind of slunk away, right? Oh, you were trying to look around. So you rolled a 2. Okay, so Boomslang, you just noticed that that there are clouds forming above your head. These dark red clouds.
Oh, I've never seen those things. Those clouds must be tradable.
Oh my god. Do you want to do anything else?
I'm trying to think right now on how to get those clouds. Like,
Okay.
that's my entire goal at this point.
Okay. Okay. So Korg is gonna run up to you, Ray, and he's going to attack you. He's gonna try to punch you. So if someone could roll 1d20 plus 2, please. Okay.
Korg is not strong today.
So Korg, he just kind of runs up and he
Excited.
whiffs, and he's like, "Come on, man! Like, can you stand still? Something, you're making me look. I look really foolish." And he looks kind of dejected and sad that he hasn't been able to punch you once. Smidge, you're up.
I'm gonna respond to Books. Let's roll with this, man. And I'm gonna attack Books twice with my War Tragus.
Nice. Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack. So the first one will miss.
Ooh.
And I believe that hits Books. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage for that second one.
So the first one was Korg. The 4 was Korg. These are my 2 attack rolls.
Oh, sweet Jesus, this guy is powerful.
Okay.
And that's
Oh.
the second attack.
I died.
Okay. All right. So Smidge, I would like you to please role play how you go from being this cheerful crowd, kind of like enticing little imp, to a fucking demon of destruction and mayhem who just cuts Books to ribbons.
So my first attack is going to be slicing back right at his chest. And since the War Draggers are double-sided, it's going to be a slap down and then coming back up, ideally to stab through his throat up into his skull.
Oh my god.
So,
And,
so Books, you are laid out. You are just sitting at 0 HP. So you're not actually, because of the magic of the Colosseum, technically you're at half of an HP. So you're not technically dead, but you're not technically able to do anything anymore either. You're just kind of out for the count in a pool of blood. The last thing you see is Books is the cylinder on your side of your team's cylinder is now just like overflowing. Like there's blood just coming out of the top of it. It's going all over the place. It's drenching the fans in that part of the stage. They're kind of in like the splash zone, right? And they're just yeah, like they're just like drinking it, like rubbing it on each other. Like they're just like so excited.
Yeah.
Is my shirt okay? He didn't rip my shirt, right?
No, it went right through your skull.
Right up through the chin, man.
Okay.
He bypassed your shirt and just cut your face off.
That's what really matters.
So if it leaves a scar, it'll be where nobody can see. So you'll be all right. Keep your face looking good.
Okay.
All right, Chubbs, you're up.
Oh, after watching the demon of this Koro temple. So I'm still tussling with, oh gosh, do we have to both make aggression checks?
Yeah, so go ahead and do that to see if you keep him on the ground. So, oh gosh, if you could roll aggression, and Chubbs, you do the same. Okay, so Chubbs got a 13. Oh gosh, got a 20. Okay, so yeah, so Chubbs, oh gosh, just kind of like shoves you off of him, and you guys are now separated.
I go charging back at him.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and make an attack roll. This time, though, you are not going to be improved because you just got manhandled by Stone Man, and that does not make you feel good.
Yeah, and that would reflect it.
Okay, so your axe just glances off of his stone armor. Oh gosh, you are up.
Okay, and so who else is there around me to fight? You got Chubbs trying to hit me. Anything else going on?
Yeah,
Or are they
your options are you can attack. So you have to attack because you are under bloodlust. You can attack Chubbs, or you can attack Boomslang, or since you're flying, you could make it to Ray reasonably. So those are your options.
No, I'm going to counterattack. I'm going to counterattack Chubbs.
Okay, so go ahead and make an attack roll.
Sorry.
Your Eye of Sherazane is activated.
Right. Forgot stats. Axe. Oh yeah, but here's the attack roll. I forget. Does that mean I rolled the Sherazane means I rolled 2d for attack, right?
Yes, because it's improved.
Alright. Whew.
Okay, so your shot hits. So go ahead and roll damage. Well, are you shooting or are you swinging with your axe?
I'm swinging the axe.
Oh, nice. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
2. Right, it's the 2 plus 1d6. There's no that was already upgraded, I guess.
Yep. Okay. So you slice your gun axe across Chubbs' chest. Chubbs, 8 hit points of damage in blood just kind of spray all over the place. And the little cylinder in the back fills up with blood. Boomslang.
Sounds like Monsters Inc.
With blood in the color.
So, is there anything I can do? Like, I don't know. Let me just try to jump up to these clouds. Like, or maybe I can.
He has that 3D printer again.
You're trying to
Up there somehow. So I'm gonna try to climb up there to the clouds.
You want to climb up the wall?
I'm gonna start climbing the wall, like kind of like a lizard does, like that really kind of sideways scurry up the wall.
Right. So go ahead and make a aggression check, please.
Question. We argue it's subtlety, maybe that dexterous work.
No, I would think that your strength really matters here, right? Trying to get up the wall. Like you're not a gecko. You're not like sticky.
Okay. Okay.
So you're just like at the wall, just like trying to find a handhold, and it's just 50-foot high, smooth walls of like you're basically in a oval with 50-foot high stone walls. So like there's not really a good place where you could even get a handhold to climb.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay, go ahead and make another check. So yeah, you're struggling to even find your first kind of like foothold. If you just imagine right now, if you're in your house, if you just walk up to the nearest wall and try to climb it, that's about how successful you are right now.
Us at the clouds. Clouds look very expensive.
Ray, you're the hole in the wall. Yeah, it's about 7 feet up.
Flipping it around.
Okay. So go ahead and just roll a d20, and we'll just see about how successful you are in doing this. Okay. So you are currently hanging on the lip of the hole. And then what was the next thing that you wanted to do? You want to swing your crescent up
I want to whip it around.
and attach it to the wall. Okay, so just roll 1d20 one more time. Okay, so you're in the hole now. So you're up on the wall. You're about 7 feet up on the wall, standing inside of the hole. Your first attempt to kind of get your crescent to latch somewhere onto the wall, it doesn't work. So it kind of just like glances off. But you're in a good spot if you would want to like try that again. Okay, so go ahead and roll one more time. Okay, so you do successfully get your crescents kind of like stuck a little bit further up the wall, and kind of begin, your ascent. Okay, so Books, you're down for the count. So we'll go to Smidge. Smidge, what do you want to do?
All right.
Demon of horrors.
So the blood is full, right? Like it's okay. I'm gonna.
The blood on the opposite side is full. The blood directly behind you is not full.
Okay. I am going to cut myself for Koro.
Okay, go ahead and do that. So you automatically hit. You just need to do damage.
Yep. Not that much damage.
Oh, so now the low damage comes out.
Yeah, this is where it comes out.
Okay.
Okay, so you cut yourself a little bit of, you just kind of do a little nick on your arm, almost to kind of test to make sure that your hunch is correct. So when you cut your arm, little blood sprays out, and behind you, the cylinder fills up a little bit more.
All right. And then I'm gonna go attack Boomslang. If I can still make another action.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and roll for your attack to see if you hit. So you run up and chung, chung, your attacks are just kind of clacking off of
Oops.
his skull. Yeah, pung, like you're not really able to get a good angle. He's kind of against the wall, so your only good shot is at his back, and the skull's just kind of getting in the way. Chubbs, you're up.
Oh yes. So I'm still bloodthirsty and very excited about all this Koro chanting, and I scream at Stone Man. Victory is attained through violence is always victory, and then I swing at him. My first roll.
Okay. Oh gosh, what is your AC?
He's pretty high.
Oh,
I think he's higher than 12.
10.
Oh, so that
Your
hits.
health. No, okay.
So go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh shoot, I hit a button.
Okay. So, oh gosh, go ahead and you take 17 damage.
I thought I was already at like negative health, so I don't understand.
No, you're at 19. You came out at full health. You took 16.
Okay.
So that took you down to 19, and now you're taking another 17.
Okay,
now
so I'm
you're
at 2 health.
at 2. Okay. Okay, so Chubbs, your first attack lands. Just blood is coming out of every crease and area on his armor where it can. It's kind of like dripping out from under his helmet. You definitely got a good shot in on him.
I roar for Koro, and I kick him away because he's pretty much done to me.
Okay. So you scream for Koro, and the crowd is like, "Yes, kill the Stone Man!" And they're just like screaming. They're so excited. The clouds above, dark red clouds with black lightning, and then all of a sudden, they open up, and it's just raining blood.
Hallelujah. It's raining blood.
And the whole crowd, Koro.
I chant right there with him.
So then now it's Korg's turn, and Korg kind of looks at you, Ray, and he's like, "Hey, man, like, can I just get one punch?" Well, you can respond. Like, you're hanging on the wall. He's just kind of below you. Just, "Hey, man, look, can you do me a solid? Just let me get just one punch." I mean,
That's all he's asking. Can you hit me?
that's what you're asking. I mean, I could try. Okay, so someone just roll 1d20 for me, please. Plus 6, because that's his strength modifier. Or whatever. All right, so Korg kind of like backs up and he runs towards the wall, and he, with all of his might, he jumps, and he barely gets like an inch off the ground, and he just kind of like hits the wall, and he falls down, and he kind of gets up, and he kind of looks around, like, you know, when somebody does something and they do that thing where they look around to see if like anyone saw, and just like everyone saw. Just like, all right, what?
Very encouraging.
Well, thanks, man. It's been nice. It's been nice, like, fight with you guys, and
Oh my god.
I hope that and he just kind of like runs off. He kind of just like runs back towards the where you guys came from, like towards the cells.
Just kill a guy inadvertently, people.
Smidge, Smidge just went. Chubbs just went. Boomslang, what are you doing?
Right. Did I notice anything at all? Scratch that. I totally still didn't notice anyone trying to attack me. I am fixated on now the clouds are raining, right? And they're raining Koro blood.
Yes.
I want a cloud. So what I'm going to do is I just noticed that Ray is able to climb with the help of his tools.
Yeah.
Right? And so I have been in such a frenzy because I'm distraught that I haven't really paid attention to using my own tools. So I would like to use my tools. However, I want to go and see if I pick the right tool. So I should use the sickle and chain. However, I have a few other tools in the toolkit. So how do I know?
So go ahead and make an intellect check.
Okay. I feel like I'm too distraught to figure out whether or not I should do the right tool or not.
Yeah, so knowing that you rolled a 4 and trying to determine which of your items would help you most climb a wall, go ahead and pick one of your items.
I'm going to pick the rotted chest wood.
Okay, so go ahead and roleplay how you're using the busted wood from a dismembered chest to attempt to scale a 50-foot brick wall.
Maybe I just have to get up higher using. How about an old man's leg? No. Picklocks? No. Hammer? No. Staff? No. Rotted chest wood. If I stack all the rotted chest woods, yes, stack the woods and then stand on the woods. Yes.
All right, and so I'm just going to start taking all of the rotted chest wood and just pumping it, like right underneath me, trying to like kind of make it in such a way that I can kind of stand on one and just kind of lift myself up ever so slightly.
Right. It's like you're like Marv in Home Alone 2. You're making this like rickety pile of just garbage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, so you're doing that. You're just constructing this just like heap of just trash that you're trying to climb up the wall. Okay. Ray, what do you? Okay, so go ahead, roll 1d20. And you have taken the hole, right? Okay. Okay, so your next sickle kind of hits, and you slightly further up the wall. Your next one kind of like glances off. So you're still hanging there, but you don't make it up any further. Smidge, what are you doing?
I'm gonna attack. So Boomslang's building up his little tower.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm gonna yell up trade.
Oh,
Can I roleplay that or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh! Totally completely forget about this tower, right? And I just turn around and I see the little midge. I know he's a repeat customer. So I go down and I'm like, yes. Trade? Oh, what is it, Smidge? I mean, Smidge.
loyal customer, Smidge. I mean, yes, yeah.
Okay. Good sir, I would like to trade you fist fights. So you and I fight each other for this crowd. And I will give you a very precious item.
Ooh. What is the item? What would Boomslang get from this? Also, a fair warning, Boomslang does fair trades, and you seem to have only 2 fists. Boomslang has 4 fists. Remember that.
Yes. But I would say it would be 2 fists against 2 fists, and I have no magic, and you would use no magic.
Oh, okay. Interested. What Boomslang gain from engaging in the fisticuff?
I would give you one of my earrings. You can make them jingle if you so choose, or they are a great fashion accessory.
Oh, yes. Boomslang interested. Boomslang love fashion. Fashion good for trade. Yes. All right. You have deal. How many fists? How long do you want to do the fisticuff?
I would say we do fisticuffs for at least, let's say, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. And which fists would you like the Boomslang to use?
Any 2 of your choosing.
Yes. I will use the ones the same size as you, the longer, lankier ones. Yes. Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
I thought you were going to use your little hands because he's a little person.
Oh, that is true. They aren't. That is true. That I have to rephrase that because I did say the same size as you.
Right. That's what I thought you were going for.
Yeah, I did say the same size as you. So I immediately put down my lanky arms and I kind of pick up my little arms. I just kind of go, let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to throw one of my earrings to him and immediately punch him in the face.
I'm down for it. Let's do it.
Nice. All right. So go ahead and roll 1d20. Or roll your attack, I mean.
That's the 1d20.
Okay. What's your AC? Boomslang? 12? Okay. Okay, so your punch just kind of goes right past his cheek.
Do I have to punch back now, or do I wait till my turn to punch back?
You can punch back now. I would allow that.
I would argue that my fists are kind of small, and I don't know what size in relationship they are to Midge. They are more apt for him. However, I would argue that I may be still impaired because I'm not as coordinated with my smaller fists. Is that a fair assessment?
Nah, just punch him. 1d20.
I tried, Midge. I tried. Okay, good.
He's missing.
Okay. So your little fists are trying to hit Midge, but he's juking out of the way. Ooks, I feel bad that you're kind of not playing at this point, so I'm going to allow for Doug to climb out of your hand, and you can control Doug on your turn. So what would you like? What would you like Doug to do?
Who's around me right now, real quick? I was just laying on the ground.
Boomslang and Smidge are having fisticuffs fight, like right next to your corpse.
All right, Doug's probably super not happy that Smidge attacked me, and he's just gonna go over and do some ninja, evil Doug stuff.
Sure. So what would you like him to attack Smidge? Would you like him to try to sabotage their fisticuff fight? Like what would you like Doug to do? Because Doug's pretty small. He can do a number of things.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little sabotage.
Okay. And how would you like to sabotage?
So what's their fisticuff thing? Are they fighting? Are they just punching each other?
Yeah, they're basically just boxing at this point.
All right. No, you know what? Doug's just gonna go up and stab Smidge in the back. Oh
Stab
my
him
god.
back. Okay.
Smidge.
So go ahead and roll 1d20. Damn, that's brutal.
Oh my god.
Misses.
Okay. So Doug's, he runs up and Smidge, you kind of hear this like this little quick thing kind of like goes past your back. You don't see what it was, but you know that something just tried to attack you. So go ahead, roll. What else do you want to do, Books? You can have Doug do one other thing.
Yeah, I'll let him try and get another one in. We'll see
Okay.
if I could get one decent roll today. Nope.
Still missing.
Oh my god. Okay.
So again, another kind of thing flies by you, Smidge. This one a little bit closer, right? So something is coming for you. Chubbs. What are you doing?
So I guess I'll just keep fighting Stone Man, I guess. I kicked him away. What did Stone Man do last? He did nothing. He tried to fly to I guess he flew to Commander Ray.
Oh right. Oh, it is Ogash's turn. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. Yeah,
all
Ogosh,
right.
what are you doing?
Then I had nothing. I don't know do other than just keep hitting him back. Even though I only lose because he does more damage and has a higher AC. So it's kind of like
As if I was blessed by Korra.
Yeah, he is.
yeah. I mean, it's like I'm on rails. Like all I can do is just there.
You don't have to attack Chubbs. You can attack other people.
What's the difference?
Chubbs, what's your
14.
AC?
I'm a 14.
All right.
Four.
Let's see.
I was
All
born
right, so
from
go ahead.
Daddy.
I hit him less frequently. I do less damage. Like it doesn't matter. I always
Well,
lose.
you're improved though, so you roll again.
And I am the champion of Korra, but you're in my
Okay, so
dojo.
you do hit. So go ahead and roll for damage. Okay.
At least I'm hitting him for power.
So
Yeah.
Chubbs, you take another 8.
Okay.
And the cylinder in the other side of the stadium, boop, 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 it's near completely full. And now the blood rain, it's like really coming down the crowd. Oh, Koro. The thunder is it's ridiculous at this point. Like it's like a storm. Ray, what are you doing? Okay, so go ahead and roll d20. So you actually miss your footing and kind of slide back down the wall a little bit. Do you want to do anything else? Oh, okay. Okay, Chubbs, what do you want to do?
So in my excitement and realizing that most of my competition is either dead, running away, or completely bloodied, I cut myself
Okay, go ahead.
for Koro because it's very excited.
Oh God, wow, that's like literally perfect. That's insane. There was 3 left in the cylinder.
Koro, bro.
Okay. So Chubbs, you go ahead and role play that. So cutting yourself for the crowd.
Okay, standing amidst all of the crowd screaming Koro, 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 through my spirit and watching Stone Man bleed through his mask in a pitiful heap of blood. Watching Ray scamper away as well as Lizard Skull Guy. I then, in exultation, decide to slash my body worship of Koro. and the blood begins to drip onto the dirt.
Okay, so your blood falls down onto the sand. The crowd loves this. They love this. They start slashing themselves as well, kind of mimicking you. The sand absorbs the blood. The cylinder overflows. The storm. This giant crash of black lightning, and the clouds part. And you all see above you this gigantic being. Looks like they are comprised of undulating, semi-solidified blood with this skull-like face and 5 long, red, bloody tentacles kind of like hanging down from its mouth. And it reaches up and slams its fist down towards the stadium, and everyone in the stadium is like, Cora! Coro is here! So each of you tell me what you want to do. This is your last moment before the fist comes down.
I roar as if this is my god himself arising from the sky, and worship him.
Okay. Boomslang, what are you doing?
I need to know how much. I need a time check. I have promised 3 minutes on the timer to make. So no matter what, I will continue fighting for 3 minutes. A slap fisticuff with Midge.
Oh, then yeah, you're nowhere near the limit.
Okay, so I'm gonna continue slapping Midge.
Okay. Midge, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pump my bloody fist in the air, and keep an eye on Boomslang.
Okay.
Because I know he's not going to go back on his deal.
What's Doug doing?
So, Doug doesn't believe in anything, any type of entities or gods or Koros. So he's just unamused by all that whole thing, and he's just kind of gonna run under any type of cover.
Okay. So his best cover would be just kind of like running back into your hand.
Okay.
All right. So he kind of like he sees this giant blood hand coming, and he just kind of like hops back into your little hand. Ray, what are you doing? No. Cool. Okay. So just make a subtlety check to see if you're successful. Okay. So I'll say that you get the hole, you jump off the wall, you get the hole on the ground, but you don't go right through it. You land on the ground next. Okay. Who's left? Oh gosh, what are you doing?
Hey, so can I do anything besides attack now?
Make an aggression check. Yeah, so I would say that you've kind of like overcome your bloodlust.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do what I sought out to do and jetpack into the crowd and sign autographs.
Okay. All right, so that's so you kind of start heading towards the crowd. Okay. All right, so this giant hand slams down into the center of the arena with just an ungodly, or rather godly, amount of force. And the entity just kind of like erupts in like a giant wave of blood, and 2/3 of the Colosseum are kind of filling up as this just like bowl is containing all of this godly blood, and the center stadium cracks open, and you guys see underneath it hell, and you all fall through this kind of like gaping crack in the earth that was made by this giant bloody fist, and you start plummeting towards hell. And that is the end of this adventure.
I guess he was
Okay.
displeased.
Out of curiosity, well, not out of curiosity. I just want to alert Midge so that way he's aware. As I am falling, I am still attempting to slap you like throughout the air.
That's fair. That's fair.
Going for it.
At least it's with your little hands. Other than that, now I'm thinking the guy from Scary Movie to take my little hands. I don't know if anybody else has seen that recently enough to remember.
I just picture Sebulba with his like weird little, like grubby feet hands. Like I feel like Boomslang just has two of those like poking out of his chest.
Guys, it's been real. Till next week.
So,
Yeah.
and if we're in
Word.
hell, does that mean this is actually a Christian universe?
Oh.
Or wait, not a Koro universe?
No, so in this universe there is hell is actually the 9 hells, and it's a 9-layered realm of
Okay.
mayhem, torture, and dismemberment. So
Fun times.
you guys will have
Well,
fun.
then we'll have to. I'm sure Chubbs is our resident expert, so
There's a theme park down here.
he can lead us through. Yeah.
Chubbs just got punched to hell by his
My
god.
own god. Yeah. To atone for my lack of.
Clearly sent for a reason.
Well, great stuff, Ant.
Right.
Always a good DM session.
do you guys have any other questions? I feel like that one was kind of a random one.
So will people be healed back at the start of the next session, or do we need to figure out how to get Books back up?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you'll all be healed. So like part of the magic of the Colosseum was that any damage and bloodshed that occurs inside the Colosseum, it actually isn't real. Like it is and it isn't. So like you're dealing
Death
the
is
damage
inhibited.
and you're losing the blood, but like so like the fans are all cutting themselves and like they all have a physical limit, right? But when they leave the stadium, they're back to normal. So it's kind of like while you're within the stadium, you can get very, very close to death. And then the second you leave, you're like back to the way you were when you came in, type of a thing. So since the stadium is destroyed and you're all kind of falling away from it, then yeah, technically, I guess you would be back to full health. You'll take some damage because you're literally falling into hell, but
Safe place to bleed all your blood and live on the edge of life.
right. Ogosh did have the high ground for a little bit.
Until my crit. I critted on 20.
I did D6 him.
We all.
You know, I D6'd him from the high ground.
Dice Maiden supersedes all your lore.
And this is not
Alright, guys.
extended universe, so this is still canon.
See you in hell.
I'll see you now. And we'll let loose.
Yes, we will.
All right. I'm gonna head to bed, I think.
Yep. See you guys.
Night.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Woo!